hello. It is Sunny Boy. Today we're back with more Everspace 2. Can we finish it today? Maybe. I hope so. But I have a fever, and not wholly, I'm afflicted with a horrible status ailment called Loot Goblin, and I really want to find more of the loot. But in this case, it's actually, what was it? Barrowmite I was looking for yesterday? Or need more of? We must find more Barrowmite for the purchasing of a better ship. Because of this one perk over here. Where is he? This fellow. Ship dealers. Look at that last one. Terrain convinces... Can you read that? Am I blocking it? No. Terrain convinces Kato to offer top tier ships for sale at Kato Palace. Top. You hear him? Top. So clearly I want to get at least one of those ships before we jump into the end game, because I think it was saying yesterday that the next story mission will take a long time to finish and you won't really have much freedom to fly around, so we'll try and get that out of the way. So I need was a pure Barrowmite. Okay, back to the map we go. What's in the map, you tell me? Can we even find Barrowmite in this area? This area is like frozen. It's like some sidelong crystal unknown ore over there, whatever that is. It's a phasium crystal. There's also Barrowmite in the outer flare zone. I guess we'll go there and try and find some more Barrowmite. So we needed a pure Barrowmite, this one, there it is, to make this tachyon emitter. Oh, it needs 5 per. How expensive? Dark energy. We could investigate this area a little bit, see if we can find any resources around here too. Going into the nebula. It's dark. Can't see anything. At least everything looks pretty. A feast for the eyes. Speaking of feast for the eyes, you know what I thought this morning? Yeah, I'm sure like a lot of people have seen by now, maybe. I don't know, it's only been out for 9 hours, it said. It is a gameplay trailer for the next Armored Core game. What was it called? Armored Core 6. Advent of the Rubicon or something. That goes on us. It looks sick. They've definitely played on the played upon their experience from the previous games they made, from Soft, I mean. It's obviously Elden Ring, some Dark Souls 3, yeah, what's the samurai one called again? Seppuku. Sudoku? I'm going to Sudoku. Gosh, my brain again. Oh, hello, Vortex. It's talking about my memory loss condition again. But I was just saying that I watched that Armored Core gameplay trailer this morning. So fine. I was waiting for like some actual gameplay since they had that announcement trailer. I mean, I kind of had faith that FromSoft would do it good anyway because it's From Software. But still, it was nice to actually see some from gameplay. I was like, it's tasty. Oh no, frozen. What's it called again? Something of Rubicon. Yeah, I am doing pretty good today.
I get to live to fight again.
No unforeseen issues or whatnot popped up. Well, actually, it's not really an unforeseen issue, but I was trying to start the stream a little bit earlier than like the time I scheduled on YouTube, but it wouldn't let me hit the live button, and I'm like, oops, I didn't mean to land.
It's always nice to see your face. I always get excited when I see your ship's signature in this orbit.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. I'll have a look at your wares.
Oh, I won't have a look at your wares. I just wanted that box. But what was I saying? Oh yes, I think YouTube doesn't allow you to hit the go live button until it's like your scheduled time. So I'm just like, I gotta wait like a minute or two before it will let me hit the live button on YouTube. But that's okay. It was a non-issue. I just had to literally wait. I had a bit of breakfast this morning. Oh god, that's a mine. And I'm frozen. Off I go into the abyss. Because, you know, every now and again, I seem to just skip breakfast altogether. Actually, I say every now and again, I usually don't eat breakfast at all. The only reason I've been like eating something before stream is because I get hungry during stream and I can't really just stop at all. I mean, I could, but that would just be silly. How about you? How are you doing today, Vortex? Oh, I haven't watched Luck yet. I was going to watch it tonight because it's Friday tonight. Friday means takeaway night. So I'm going to get some pizza or some, well, I like to call it pizzazz. I've always called it pizzazz like an idiot. Wings. Wings. Ah. Scout. You okay too? You can now make podcasts on YouTube, but you never will. I don't know, I've never been like super into those whole podcast things. And I don't know if I would ever do one. I don't think so, unless like, you know, literally encounter a wild VTuber who's like, hey, you want to stream or collab or something? They're like, maybe, okay, what are we doing? I thought we could just talk, so maybe. I need the game. I need the game to distract me, and so I can talk about it. Oh, look at this, there's a shipwreck in there. Oh, okay, maybe, okay, I'll go in there. My goodness, all my systems overheated. Speaking of overheated systems, actually, yesterday, a bit after my stream I did, the computer was making some funny noises and I was a bit worried. I was like, oh no, what's happening? It was just my graphics card overheating or activating its internal fan or whatever. But gave me a bit of a fright because it was just like it all of a sudden turned on and then all of a sudden went back off. But I had my air conditioning on as well, so it should have been fine. I don't think I'm gonna find any more Baromite here. I'm just gonna go to the resource place. It said there was some. If you did make a podcast, it would be a VTuber on about it. So yeah, that's fine though. Like there's a lot of anime And it's pretty easy just to talk about all of the ones that we've seen in the past that we really liked, or like any new ones that are coming out or are out that we've been like interested in. Or maybe we could even just talk about the trash ones and be like, oh, this one's garbage, don't even bother watching this one, or, you know, stuff like that. Oh, cooking!
Ooh, don't want to get in the path of that.
Quick. Get behind the rock. Ooh. Back here in this horrible radioactive sun flare infested asteroid field. But I really need some baromite. I need like how many pieces? Ridiculous amount of pieces. I'm hoping like it won't be hard to find, but it probably will be. Ow. So I really do want to find.
Okar Prime incoming. What is their problem exactly?
I really do want to find some so I can buy that. Invest in this perk, because I got to get that. Was it the top tier ships for sale? I want to get like a really good ship before we to go into the. I think it's the final story mission. Look at these fools! They're cooking in the solar flare. Or podcast about anime, but you don't talk about any anime. Everything about anime. My reading comprehension there just kind of like dropped for a second. I was like, everything about anime, but what? It's everything but. When you read it a bit too fast and you're just like, brain sees one thing. There's some scrap metal there, but it's useless. Where's the baromite at? What's that? Oh.
Support if
This
needed.
do so much damage.
I can make animal sounds if that would comfort you.
Forget it.
I've always. Where's the comedian? Right. Oh gosh. How am I meant to find anything like this? Don't go into the light. Don't go into the light. Birds. Whew. I'm not even picking up any baromite or any farmable resource nearby. Where the goods at? Oh. Baromite. At long last. Come on, give us some red. Oh, we only got one red. You woke up and you were standing. Wait, so you literally like automatically got out of bed while you were still asleep, and then all of a sudden you're just like awake. It's just, you know, huh? Why am I standing awake? That's intriguing. Have you been known for sleepwalking? Oh, that reminds me. My sister was pretty bad with sleepwalking as a kid. She ended up like opening the back door and walking out into the backyard just randomly, and like that's kind of a bit dangerous because there's a stairway down there, like a concrete stairway, leading onto like a small concrete path, so you know if you fall it's like, well, pretty major injury there, just waiting to happen. So my parents had to put some extra locks on the on the door so that she couldn't, like, you know, just open the door without being conscious. Because, you know, it's just like a habit. You do like one little twist and then you can push open the door. Because it was one of those doors that had like a lock that if you spun the door handle on the inside, it automatically unlocked the door. Ah, no, cook it more. Ow. It'll get in here. Give me some barramutt. Because you had a nightmare about a spider in your bed. You think you jumped out of bed in the dream and boom, you were sitting next to your bed. Damn spiders. Rain of spiders. Man, was it Faith Unholy Trinity? Man, that was a really good pixel art horror game. I watched Guru play it, and then I watched Fauna play it, and now I'm like, who else is gonna play it? Because I know Vespa was a bit disappointed in like Fair 3. He was like, probably wasn't gonna play it again. So you should maybe be like, hey, Vespa, go play Faith Unholy Trinity. It's actually a pretty good horror game. Oh, we found not much there. Guess we'll go to the inner flare zone, try over there. Damn, son. Look at that. I had like a bit of, not really a nightmare, because I usually remember most of my dreams pretty damn well. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. We're somewhere close, somewhere close, somewhere close. Oh, there's nowhere close. I'm mounting. If I die, I guess that's it then. Why am I so far away from anything? Oh, I'm irradiated. Oh. Well, at least I'm not dead. Geez, that is a horrible place to start at. Can't even. Oh, there's something over there. We'll go that way. But yes, as I say, not really a nightmare, but it was kind of a little bit like one, where I was climbing a flight of stairs, and the flight of stairs was getting like narrower and narrower, smaller and smaller, until like you reach the point where it's so tiny you can't even fit through it anymore. And then there's no turning around because there's like a group of people behind you who are also trying to climb the flight of stairs, and it's just like, where am I gonna go? There's nowhere to go. I'm stuck. So you like try to squeeze through this tiny little gap, and then you just wake up. Well, I woke up like that anyway. Is it Barramite? Oh my goodness, it is. Damn, this irradiated view is kind of trippy. Well, we're already irradiated. Ah. Solar exposure. Why? It's inside the rock. How do you get inside the rock? Oh. Look at that. An obvious glowing light to kind of lead you to it. Now where is it? Oh, and I'm now frozen. It must be very cold inside of this ice cube. It's probably gonna happen a lot. Yeah, I need this. Thank you. Oh no, it's stuck. Oh! Get me out. Where's the exit? Oh no! Keep our refrigerated produce in that room. That's one core. There is a shadow creature over there, looking for a home. I think that's this location challenge. Oh, what is that? It is this location challenge. It says it right in the top left. I did watch one anime this morning. Was it The Legend Here is Dead? That one's been okay. It's not super good, at least at the moment. I have read the manga for it beforehand, so I know, like, kind of, it does get better later on. But it's still, you know, very slapstick comedy. That one, yes, that one. He likes to... his thigh addiction. Constantly trying to put
Spotted one of those shadow creatures.
stockings on people.
Fast little bastard. What can you tell me about them, Hive?
As far as is known, each being is a sentient colony of UV-averse polyps. What it feeds on, or how it reproduces, are two of the greatest mysteries of extraterrestrial biology.
Well, that's what we have scientists for, I suppose.
The scan was successful.
Another one for the collection. That's all the scans. We can head back to the BRI bioplant.
Yet another detour from our pressing commitments.
I know you like these scientific expeditions, Hive, even if you won't admit it.
They do engage my memory banks a little more than repetitive dogfights.
I thought so.
Got a bit of sleep in my eye. But the old crust. Yuck. Find another creature. Okay, so how are we going to get over here? This looks mighty precarious. That's it. It's ages away. How many rocks nearby? Oh. See, there's like a pathway from leading that way. Go this way. Yes, this seems to be a bit more viable. Ooh, ouchies. Saw a few members of Hololive streaming last night, and he popped in for a second and left. Oh. Ah, sorry. I had an itchy ear all of a sudden, and I was just... Ooh. Makes me... It shook me. Quite literally. Yeah, I think it was Desmond was streaming something. Forget what. I don't know. Calliope was streaming. And I think maybe Fauna was streaming something. I know Fauna's streaming Minecraft at the moment. And very recently Crony was streaming with Kiara, because she they had like a what is it? A promotion stream they were doing for was it Arknights or something? I don't remember exactly because I haven't seen it yet. But the first time like Crony was trying to do it, like Kiara was asleep. She missed it, which is very unusual for Kiara because she's always like punctual and on time. It's the first time she's ever like missed a stream like that. Usually she's the one who's like standing in for like people falling asleep. Never forget when Ida was sleeping the whole time and Kiara has decided just to start randomly streaming. That was fun. Goodness, I watched too many of them. That's okay. I like it. Usually I'm watching him while I'm doing something like this, gaming, because I have an addiction. Do I think it's a problem? No, nah. I'm sure other people would. They'd be like, all you do is game. Why don't you do something else? Get a hobby. What if gaming is my hobby, eh? Then what? Probably say something like get a new hobby. Jeez, I'm not gambling. Much. Bloody, gacha games, of course. Though I try to stay away from them as much as possible. Other than, like, Genshin. And maybe a bit of Blue Archive. I stopped playing Blue Archive quite a while ago. It was alright, but it was very boring. Even though it was, the only interesting part of the game, which was the gameplay, it's very lackluster. And they kind of drive this whole, what do you call it? Auto battler system. And I know League of Legends auto battler got popular for a while. But I just don't think that's a game. I tried playing some of them and just like, kind of boring. The only good parts of it are like when you're actually watching your little units do combat and like the animation and special effects, that's all really nice. And then just the, I guess you could say, the management side of it, where you're like kind of sorting out how much equipment you have, upgrading equipment, etc. for your units. That's about it. Everything else is just very mundane and what do you call it? Gosh, it's the word where it's like really tired and drawn out sort of thing. I'm like sitting on the cusp of the word I need. Tentative? No. It's not the word. I need a dictionary. Google dictionaries. Okay, we'll go back in this barrel mine. You popped in for Fauna stream, didn't talk in chat, just watched it a bit and then yeah, I kind of did the same. before I started, I just jumped in for a bit, see what was up. She was building her tree. Spores. I forgot what she was talking about too. It was something. Some TV show. I joined mid conversation, so. That's good. I'll probably watch it later. Hey you, get your filthy tentacles away from me. Ooh. Marksman Cruise Missile. 11. It's gotten to such big numbers that now it's like, well, you know what? We're just gonna cut off their thousands and just put it in 11k. Take that. And then store it because I can't really use it. Not on this ship anyway. Oh, there's some more spores. Do we have enough baromite yet? Probably not. Oh, it's wrong button. Watch the whole stream when it's done. Yep, that's pretty much me. I'm pretty much a VOD person when it comes to a lot of those. Though sometimes I'll like stick around for the whole stream if it's like something that I'm genuinely interested in. Like when Kelly and Ina were, for instance, playing Elden Ring. I watched a lot of those live when I could. Oh, taking on emitter, sorry. Wrong crafting area. Oh, we can make 2. We still need more. I wish there was like a refinement like area to refine some of these resources. If I track this one, I wonder if that will help. Where am I going? Well, I'm tracking it, but what's it doing? I don't see anything directing me or helping me. Oh, let's just get out of here. Alright, before we leave, we'll do this high risk area. I may die. A horrible death. What's my inventory looking like? Okay, we've got good space, good amount of space. I still have to watch the Cronies stream for that promotion video, whatever that they were doing. Because I think they did another one and Kiara was actually there this time, or stream on YouTube, but my social anxiety is bad. Like 4 people could show up and it's no idea what you can. That's unfortunate because I know that can be very tough to maybe not get rid of, but like to kind of get to a point where you're not entirely comfortable with it, but you can kind of manage it. Because I was very much didn't like doing that either. Every time I had to get up and do a presentation for something or whatnot, I hated doing that. But I kind of just, got used. I did get used to it but also I went with the mindset that I just had to force myself to do it. Just like, well, it's too late. I've got to do this now. I've just got to do it. I saw a YouTube short that kind of had this mindset where it's like, if I stopped because I was scared of doing something, I wouldn't be where I am today, sort of thing. And it was just like some celebrity talking out his ass, basically. But I do kind of get what it is meaning. But when someone's like got literal social anxiety or like anxiety for doing something that's so bad that it actually physically affects them, then what you're saying is just empty words. And besides, it's already very empty words because you're already at that point where you are super successful and you make so much money or whatever the heck. It's just like whatever to you now. So you kind of like, I could just force myself to do it, sort of thing, and say, okay, good for you, bro. I say that, and yet I'm doing the same thing. I just force myself through those sort of things. Gosh, these frost dudes are annoying. Stop shooting me. Honestly, every time I like think about social anxiety sort of thing, like, you know, it's a bit of it. I can't help but think back on when I was playing piano publicly. It's like a public recital or something that I was taking part in, and oh gosh, I'll never forget that. Got up on stage and I was about to play, and like I'm dead. And there was no sound coming out of my keyboard. I was just like tapping the thing going, why is there nothing? And then all of a sudden, like, you hear someone in the background must have plugged it in or turned the volume up or something, because as I'm tapping on it, it goes ding ding ding. I'm like, oh shit. Son of a gun. All of a sudden there's audio coming out of my keyboard. Gosh, that was a pretty like embarrassing moment as well. Like, I just felt it. I could not look at the crowd after that. I just looked at my sheet music. I was like, yep, okay. I guess everybody knows now that I'm out of sync with the other person I was playing with. So at the same time, they were probably like, why is he making this sound? Of course, someone didn't even plug on my keyboard. Man, that's something you would think they would have done a sound test for before, like, getting people up on stage. But maybe, like, I was the first person in the recital up there, and they just decided to. That they used me as the test dummy. I will never forget it. Unfortunately, I don't know who were the people behind it, because the game was only a kid and I was just too busy dealing with the embarrassment. Oh my god, it froze! It is obscene how much like damage these suits do. Just dropped like a fly. Made out of paper. This is why I keep going back to the bigger ships. Not even halfway. Ow, 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 my briskets burnt. I'm just gonna pause. I was talking to someone's chat like right now. 37 people showed up at the same time and panicked on the inside and left the stream of that chat stream, check in on you during the stream because you left. Oof. I'm gonna die either way. Maybe I should just leave this area. No, keep going. Okay, mate. They must be doing pretty well, decently well, if they got 37 people. Here I am, I'm just a little guy, man. I love that, eh? Flipper and was it Out Here, Desmond and all them. You say it. I'm just a little guy, it's my birthday. I will say that when you seem to let him cook thing a lot. That was a pretty new one to me. I was like, didn't know that was a thing. Ah, frozen again. I mean, it's kind of nice that the guy did check in and say, hey, alright. You suddenly lick. I don't know if I'd ever do that though. I'm just kind of like, I don't know if the people leave, they can leave.
Got it.
Probably not gonna, you know, try and handhold everyone. I don't know. Does it get you more? Does it get you more viewers? So here, I'll hold your hand so we can cross the street together. That may seem like I'm taking the fun out of it. Taking fun of it, sorry. I'm not really. I'm just like thinking about it. How, like, you know, in a logical way, how would I would I do that? Probably not. That's not to say I'm like a mean person, it's just to say, I don't know, this seems like a lot of... It was odd, because they were saying in your head that he checked in on me, even though he has a lot of people watching and see his message. It is odd. Okay, so good. I'm not odd for thinking that it was odd. You were fine, just watching anime clips on YouTube and live clips. Yes, so many wonderful clips.
No armor remaining.
My God, this tear me apart, man. God, it was going so well before. What happened? Now it just did complete 180.
Damn.
Oh no, get out. I feel like the frost is just so painful to deal with. Evasive. Pair on kill, corrosive death. Evasive my rear end. More like ridiculous accuracy. I try to boost as much as I can to get out of the way of those shots. It just doesn't seem to work.
Got him.
You never liked the let me cook thing? I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like, it's an interesting terminology, but you know, like let the person like get out what he's trying to explain or talk about, whatever. But I don't know, let him cook. It's like, get him out of the kitchen. Don't let him cook. He couldn't cook fried eggs. That's what I think. It just kind of, it makes me laugh too. I guess that's the thing, you know. If you're a supposed influencer, then you must know all the fresh terms and whatnot. Oh, I follow the YouTube trends, or well, maybe not YouTube trends, but just trends in general. Like, I know I keep getting like this recommendation thing on my YouTube like studio, where it's like, this month's latest trends. Why you should be interested. I'm like, get that crap out of my face. I don't care about no trends. I play games because I want to play games. What games do I want to play? I decided that. And today, for instance, it's my addiction to Everspace. It's never enough. Oh, just run away at top speed. Use my long range laser thingy. I just performed the maneuver they did in that arm portrait, like boosted to the left and boosted to the right. Unfortunately, I can't immediately accelerate that momentum like he did, but and the music that was playing in that was very drum heavy. It was cool. A sick sort of heavy beat. There was just like intense heartbeat. So that's got me pretty hyped for that. You'd burn the kitchen down if you were left to cook. Slaughter some Uber Eats. Or any like fast food place that, you know.
You placed yourself in this predicament.
Just chill
Delicious
out.
food.
and
Oh
watch
my
the
lord,
master
again,
work.
I'm flying through the green loop. my friend in my fridge here, in this fridge. A VTuber cookie share was no go because to see how bad he cooked. Well, at least you can cook. I don't know, I can kind of cook. But I say kind of because I don't really cook. I can cook a steak. I can make hamburgers. I make 2-minute noodles, does that count? I suppose macaroni and cheese and maybe spaghetti bolognese is about probably as far as I can go. I still would like get a recipe for it because I'm a bit pedantic when it comes to that.
Well executed.
But even even if you remember how to make it, I'll still get a recipe. I remember this one time actually. When I was younger, my parents both went overseas to visit like family. And they were gone for like a couple weeks. And it was just me and my sister at home. And we were supposed to, take turns cooking things. I ended up being really the only one who cooked. Because when it came to her turn, she just like kind of either ordered something or we just had like something that was quick and easy to make, like you slap it in the microwave with like one of those pre-put together meals, whatever. I'm not saying that's not smart, but I'm just like, I'm the only one here cooking. So I thought that was funny, because now she's the one, she actually cooks properly now, because she's got like family.
Would it be interesting otherwise?
Well, soon to have family, I suppose. But now, how the turns have tabled. I bet she doesn't even like think about that either, because she'd totally be the type of person who used to say, "I don't remember that. I don't know what you're talking about," sort of thing. Please no. Now the tables have turned, yeah. I like saying it the other way around. How the tunes have tabled. Oh, we managed to survive on the third attempt. Excellent. Look at all that loot. So much of it, I couldn't even read all of it. Did we get any baramite though? That's the asking me real important questions. That's not the right place. We did not. Disappointing. Oh no, it's my booster damage. It is too. Oh! No wonder I was having difficulty escaping some of that stuff. Me booster was broken. I think we're probably not gonna find enough baramite by the time I've already spent an hour just like running around farming that. I will make... Wait, is that better laser than what I've got? No, it's not, thank goodness. Yes, I think I will continue with the story and I'll just... I don't know, look into the ship thing later. because I would like to try to finish the main story today or this stream. So I'll probably do the usual 4 hours. I say usual, and it feels weird saying that. The usual 4 hours. Alright. Actually, this place I haven't really explored much either. Maybe there's some baromite hiding. No, I should just continue the story. Adam Ralston and Hive. Adam and Hive. The dynamic duo. Why not crash into every corner on the way through? Alright, Nick, where are we supposed to go? Where is our story quest? Red down there. Do you turn the table or does the table turn you? Ooh. How the turntables, I would say it's a special technique where you flip the table, but instead of flipping it vertically, you flip it horizontally. Oh, that reminds me of Tabletop Simulator. I have a friend who's very much into playing those board games. Islam Zarkov, okay. And Tabletop Simulator has like a funny little thing you can use where you can literally like flip the table. It's very disruptive because if you're in the middle of like, you know, a game of something, like it could be Settlers of Catan or whatever the heck else that I can think of as a board game, like Gloomhaven, the board game or something, yeah. So like whenever I play like a little bit with him, which is not often because I'm not a huge...
Where we're going, we don't need jump gates.
Oh my goodness, he said the Back to the Future line. But before I got sidetracked by that, yeah, I don't play them often with them. Usually I play something else because I'm not a huge fan of board games in general. Like, it's alright if it's in person and whatnot, but in Tabletop Simulator is okay because it is literally just, you know, simulating if you were all there in real life. But it's not in game format, so all of the rules and whatnot you have to kind of manage yourself, and that can be a bit of a pain. It definitely doesn't make for a fast game. It can be very slow and painful to get through, which is why I love it when game developers or even like board game developers turn their game into a like a literal video game, because that means that all the rules are set in stone. It's programmed in. You can't like break stuff unless, you know, you find some sort of exploit that allows you to circumvent how the programming should work or whatnot, which is possible sometimes, but usually you can't, you know, break those rules. But you also don't have to worry about managing them, which is what I like so much about having like a game like Gloomhaven, for instance, because it does exist as an actual game, like a proper video game, on top of being originally a board game, and it's great. because like all the rules and whatnot, there's a lot of complications and little side notes and whatnot that you would have to read from the actual board game. Be like, can I actually do this? And it's like, you can, but you'll suffer this, or like this will actually happen, or like you can't actually do that because you don't have this specific status effect on you, or whatever the heck. And it's just like, oh, wow, I've already done it. It's too late. I can't pull it back. And it's just like, oh well, I guess we'll just roll with it, because we'd have to undo all of the steps that we did earlier, and who's going to remember all of that? Nobody. So thank goodness for video game-ized or digitalized versions of these board games, because they're actually pretty fun then as well. So plus you have all the advantages of the media, which is having animation, you can have voice actors, art and what not you can have on the screen happening, special effects, yada yada yada. It's wonderful. Not restricted to just staring at a piece of paper. This is why I'm also very much looking forward to Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, Dungeons & Dragons is pretty good. You can kind of let your imagination run wild. And I would say, like, you kind of have the advantage of, if you don't have any, like, visual aid for that, you can kind of, each person can kind of individually imagine what you're describing in their own way, which kind of just adds to the whole character of Dungeons & Dragons. I was actually talking about this to a friend just a week ago. Like, he's doing a D&D campaign at the moment. I think he's doing several. There's several campaigns. And he was saying that one of his buddies wanted to have some visual aid, so they can use what you call it. It's this Dungeons and Dragons template website where you can upload like your own maps and whatnot. You can have everybody move themselves physically through tiles and whatnot, which is cool, but there's a lot of work involved in that. And the problem is, if your quality is not up to scratch, people are going to notice it as well, and it's just like it takes away from the imagination, because if you're explaining some sort of like vivid image of a forest, like with humidity and all that, the extra vocal detail, blah blah blah, and then you see like an image that doesn't look anything like what the guy is literally explaining, it's like it kind of kills the mood or the imagination that you get from that sort of campaign, because you've got it like physically in front of you, and the art isn't up to scratch, man. This looks like a stick man doodle. Apart from VTubers and anxiety, I was looking for a public domain superhero to be my Batman in my superhero rejects universe, because you could. You mean like literally? Like in a real way, you're just kind of using superhero thing as an analogy.
Damn, a welcoming committee. Looks like Marie DeVint got here first.
Oh.
There's no way we could have concealed an operation this big. Hey, she's taking a hell of a lot of fire.
Marie, how are you holding up?
Straight back into story.
Receiving a bit of a brutal beating, to be honest. I brought them out of their nest for you, at least.
Everyone, spread out and draw some of that heat off the Duchess.
We are engaging.
Some GMB heavy fighters.
Am I too late to the party?
Terrell, so Kato decided to lead in.
The old man sends his regards. He's been drawing up blueprints for a new casino for this place already.
Well, we can talk to Shaw about that later. So, your uncle sent you in his place?
Yep, said a little battle experience would put some hair on my chest.
Good man, Daryl. I'm certain it will.
I'll give him that fine drink. I say fine drink, that's just water. Yeah, have some malware. You're right, malware, right? You guys have phones, don't you? Spread it. Spread the malware. Ow.
How's everyone doing? Give me status.
It's actually
Mission shall
one
be
of the damage.
vindicated by
Oh
posterity.
goodness, a whole bunch of
To
enemies
echo
jumped in
our
right in my
common
face.
sentiment, we are doing the right thing, and I believe we shall succeed.
I wish every day in the DMC
Boing.
was like this.
Yeah,
Off
what
you
the
go.
Horax said.
What about you?
Sounds like all you guys have the right spirit.
Bounce away as well. And chase you down. Who's next? You're next. You look like you could do with some melee. Or at least it's used to smell when we're doing story quests here.
Shaw, can you get through to the miners on the surface?
All G&B channels are blocked. I'm certain that seeing me here among you has given Blake more proper cause for concern. These elites squad are fanatical. I've never seen them in action before. Blake most certainly has their absolute devotion.
Any idea how he could have achieved that?
There is speculation that they've each
So
been on a
many
personal
elites.
slice of the DMZ. It would seem that they couldn't withstand the temptation and lost all moral direction.
Yeah, everyone wants the big moolah. So they don't even care if, like, they end up starting another war. How sad. So I don't know if you remember, but there was that big cracked open planet near the beginning of the game. That cracked open planet is basically what stopped the war, because it was the Arcar who blew up the planet. And everybody all of a sudden calmed down because they were like, oh, okay, they can blow up planets, maybe we shouldn't tick them off anymore. And now these people just basically want to restart that nonsense.
I hope you're sure about this. Doesn't look that
But
great
they-
from where I'm sitting.
They're doing
Once
it for
we reach
money,
the
of
surface, that
course.
story will
The
change,
massive
believe
amount of
me.
money which happens to
Hang
be
in
on
there.
that comment, which
Hang
is
on, do you read
also
me?
the Okar's
Anything
holy
you can
relic.
Regrettably, negative.
So mining
The
their holy
communication
relic would
systems have been
basically,
completely
piss the
sealed
ball
off.
off, and it's like,
I
oh
will
well,
find them
okay.
eventually.
I'm sure
You
can
want
do
to
it,
mine
Pedro.
our holy relic? We're gonna mine the center of your damn planets.
I'm sorry, my lad.
Look for
The
that
Duchess can't take another
juicy
hit. I gotta retreat or my trading days are
gumball
over.
inside.
I understand, Marie. Thank you for all your efforts.
Yeah, I gotta bail too.
No chance, Daryl. Marie had nothing to gain from this fight. You do. You're staying.
Or what?
Or I tell Kato.
Jeez, alright.
Oh my goodness. And at this point, pulled the whole, I'm gonna tell the parents kid. What's funny is that even worked. It's just like, no, don't tell my parents. They can't know of this. I'll be grounded for life.
Okay, it's getting pretty hot. Anybody got critical
You
damage?
remember Anime Howard? I remember playing that go up.
It'll be worth it.
We are also
Hey man, that's
losing
why I'm
people.
here to remind you.
Damn it, where's the coalition in all this? Alec, I thought you said they'd be here.
They
I mean,
assured me they would
it's
come.
kind of a memorable impression
not reassuring.
for me, I
Hold the
suppose.
line, people.
Race as I planned it because the Holy Relic gets besmirched. Well, they haven't done so yet, but you know they're trying to do that right now. And there are a lot of enemies around here. They just seem to keep respawning. And of course, I'm the only one doing any action work.
We did it. We defeated their orbital defenses. Quick roll call. How's everybody doing?
Huh.
All good,
Hello.
buddy. Right behind you.
That was freaking awesome!
Mine is good for two things, Heathens only. Anime and horror life.
Culmination of events. Haven't seen a battle this big in a long time.
I feel you,
Brings
man.
back memories. Well, it ain't over. We can't wait any longer for the Coalition. Prepare for descent. Not sure what we'll be facing down there yet.
I mean, when I'm not working or streaming myself, those are the only two things on my mind. Well, no, that's a lie. 3 things. Gotta put gaming in there too. Like, even when I'm not on stream, I can't help but think more of gaming.
You've made it through the blockade, but our base defenses will end your little adventure. Get
How many
off,
times do I
Blakemore,
need to
it's
blow
over.
up this man's turrets on his base?
My carrier might be grounded, but it will be operational very soon. And in the meantime, we've been busy preparing for your
He's
return.
turned the mining lasers into anti-air lasers. I still really like their heavy fighters. I wish I could get one of them.
Fireworks at once.
The Coalition is here to assist.
Ming Yan,
Oh,
right
hey.
on time. Just the firepower we need.
See?
Never fear,
I
we've got the
told ya.
Eva ship.
Deploying drones against surface
Eva 02.
installations.
Wait, no,
Three,
01.
Ghost,
God, why did I say 2?
Join me
2
in
is
securing the
01.
area around the
Idiot.
control tower.
What an idiot.
Everyone else, support the Coalition in their quadrant.
Has that Destiny feel? I can't make that comparison. I've never played Destiny. I was going to play Destiny,
Something's missing from this
the
scene.
first one,
The Commissioner's
with
cruiser?
a couple of friends.
Yeah.
But
They must have cracked
one
the
of those
codes for
friends
commandeering it. Worrying,
started
but
playing
We got more immediate problems right now.
before us. And he got so far ahead that me and the other friend who were going to play with him just didn't bother. We were like, you know what? Not worth our time. Because he had already got to the end game and was getting all of this like stuff from people he met and whatnot. And someone like apparently bought him like all the expansions as well. I was just like, we don't have the expansions. We just got the base kit because it was free or something at the time.
We're getting picked off like toy keys. Is there any kind of strategy to this action?
Very unfortunate.
Tango, any progress getting through the blocks on their internal comms?
I need to cycle through the codes to find a way in. This takes time. I will
But
let you know once
speaking
I'm
of,
in.
oh my goodness, that laser decided to go with me. Speaking of Evangelion though, I think all the reboot movies are done now. I watched the last one quite a while ago. It was pretty good. I did enjoy the reboot movies. I loved how they were kind of like a mix of a retelling of the anime, but also kind of a sequel. Because if you kind of look into it, there's a lot of stuff happening in there that's already happened in the anime. So the reboot movie is basically a loop. Like it's the second loop after the anime. It's like this has all happened before and now it's happening again in the reboot movies. But now they're taking a different path slightly.
I would
That's why I
discourage
like,
you from firing on the tower, as my
for instance,
intel
the Ocean is
indicates it also
still
contains the holding cell where Commissioner
red.
Hawk is detained.
because it was from the first instance, and I think Shinji just decided at the end of like the anime series and whatnot just to start all over again and try again. Or maybe something else decided for him. I can't remember exactly. It's been a long time since I watched the anime. But at least in the movie, that's like the feel I get. Like very well, it's a bit of a blatantly obvious feel, but some people that I spoke to were like, huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Isn't it just like a retelling? I'm like, but no, it's more than just a retelling. It's literally a sequel by me. I just love that whole concept of them. It's like you're playing a game, right? You finish it, but then you do New Game Plus and you do it again. But this time, you can change like really significant events and do it differently because you know what's coming and you can go out of your way to alter the sequence of events or
Just
whatever.
get me through on the personnel channel, I could convince the miners to disrupt the defenses. We're working on it.
Very cool.
Okay, that was the last one. The area's secure. We could use some help here. We are losing too many units. Hang on tight. We'll be right there.
Yes, after I mine this cyclone. Very cool. I was talking actually, was about Warframe the other day. Thinking of Destiny. That was basically my Destiny game. Oh my goodness, these beams. Oh, he's got me in his sights. I used to play the old Warframe back in the day. I say back in the day, but it wasn't that long ago.
I'm in. I found the override
But it's
for the
been like,
internal comms. Officer Shaw can speak to the base crew directly now.
900?
This is your moment.
Just under 900 hours playing Warframe. Oh, so much farming, man. It was fun though, it was a good game. I'm glad like they're still going. It's constantly making new content for it.
Deception on you and is threatening to destroy our fragile peace with the Oka.
I'd honestly almost want to go back to it, but at the same time, there's been so much new stuff since I last played that it's just like
appealing to you to cease
almost
combat
overwhelming.
operations and assist us in occupying the base. I offer my personal assurance that there will be
Because ever
no
since like
repercussions
Anthem
against
got
you for any
cancelled,
prior actions.
I've been kind of trying to find another game that
It's
sort of
working.
does
Some of the fighters are turning away.
similar. Exoprimal,
Shaw,
that's upcoming.
your voice of reason
Looks
is
like
what
it could
they
be
needed to
it,
hear.
maybe.
It was your authority that cracked it. Can we get word through to keep the
Exosuits
commissioner
fighting
safe?
dinosaurs.
I'm presently in dialogue
Sign
with
me
a
up.
performer, and this has already been conveyed. Enough of this.
Gives me vibes of, Left 4 Dead, but with Dino Crisis vibes with the whole dinosaurs running around.
Damn it. Any ideas how we can disable that thing? We need to act fast.
We could cut off the power supply to take it offline.
Actually,
I'll mark the
was
location
Dino
for
Crisis
power
4 or
units you
3
need to
that
knock
was
out.
on
That
Xbox?
should buy us some time so we can enter the control room and shut off the turret from inside.
That was a good one. I liked that one.
Thanks,
The
Sammy. I'll
sci-fi-ish
do
one.
that.
I think some people didn't like it, but I liked that one. I tried playing the first two.
Okay.
I think, yeah,
Better stay
Dino
under
Crisis
cover
3
and only
was
move in between sniper shots.
the sci-fi one.
Serene, get ready and wait for my signal.
I tried playing the
As soon as
first
the
two
turret
and
is
it just
disabled,
didn't
land on the platform close to the tower and
feel that.
infiltrate the control room.
I don't know, the first one was super clunky.
Adam.
The second one was alright, but I didn't play all the way through that one.
You and your associates are finished. Muslim is already on his way to the comet. It will be blasted into 1,000,000 pieces across its course, creating a sparkling field of viridium for the plucking.
much.
How is he? The Commissioner's cruiser. Precisely. It left long before you arrived, brimming with mining torpedoes. Scrap. We need to act fast. On to the next one.
Right under the bridge. Where's that laser beam man? Oh, there it is. Oh, hey, look, some loot. We'll pick that up while we're here. Come on, shield. Where's my shield at? Come back to me.
That was the last one. It worked! Tareen, prepare to infiltrate the tower. I got you covered.
Oh, there was a hadron buffer.
We've secured the control room.
I need that.
No signs of Blakemore. The rat must have left the sinking ship. We could turn off the turret now.
Man, thinking of
or
exosuits
use it to our
actually
advantage.
just reminded me of like MechWarrior.
Hive, do you register any life forms on the carrier?
I played
The carrier appears
MechWarrior
to
5
be
Mercenaries with
Ben,
some friends.
concentrate fire on the carrier. This will be the last nail in the coffin for Blakemore.
Probably the most recent rendition of MechWarrior I
With
played.
pleasure.
That was a pretty fun game.
Huge spike in
definitely
electrical
added
activity under the control tower.
A lot. Just through having multiple people running around. Playing it by itself
I'll go check it
would
out.
have probably been a struggle. Because the AI is dumb as a bag of bricks.
Looks like a pimped out Tetra He's gone and weaponized one of the damn things. I'm trapped in here with it. I'm glad we've had this opportunity for a little intimate discussion, just you and me. Blakemore, you're desperate. You should know when you've lost. Surrender now and you'll get a fair trial.
Ship versus spider.
Oh, I still hold the future of the DMZ in my
Robot
hands,
spider.
Roslyn. You are a mere interruption. I'm grateful for this chance to wipe you from existence. With you dead, I can resume my original plan. You've lost it, Blakemore. Everyone is against you now.
See those bombs strapped to each of his compartments? Yeah, it even tells you. I was gonna say, it's not hard
Give it
to...
time. Don't worry, Ben. I got this.
The amplify heads.
Whatever you
Some armor.
do is ultimately futile. The comet will be mine. Not on my watch, Blakemore.
Hey. Hey.
Now,
Attention! Missiles were deployed.
Who's hanging on to me? Missiles to say. Just little pieces. Last one. Oh, look.
Shield is down. Hit him with everything at
You've
your
got no
disposal.
shields, man. What happened? Senators, my blind spot, he can't do much.
hear that, Blakemore? It's the end of the road for you and your schemes.
Is the head gonna fly off now? Is it a ship? Oh my goodness, it's a ship.
I will be remembered. When the dust of war is settled on a new constellation of dispersed viridium
I just was
fields,
kind of like guessing.
they will name it after
Though
me.
it was already moving bits and pieces, so you know how it
Roslin, I have
is.
briefed Fleet Command, and they have given the authorization to eliminate Blakemore with absolute prejudice.
Commissioner Hawk,
It's
good
the
to
frost
hear your
missiles.
voice. I'm on it.
Those things are way too accurate.
The DMZ has an opportunity to attain order and profitability, and you threaten it all. Your schemes are lacking in many respects, Blakemore.
I will get behind you. You just wait. Okay. Just turned a bit too well there, buddy. For a fan ship.
You are an irritant. Adam, you read me? Ben, what is it? There's an elite fighter jet left behind in the hangar, presumably from your clone. It still has that weird weird wormhole tech installed. So we could follow the trajectory and catch up with him in the Commissioner's cruiser. Exactly. Good thinking, Ben. Make the preparations. I'll join you as soon as I settle this score. Let's see how you deal with this. What is that? A dud? I can't trust these overpaid engineers. They're begging for a pay cut.
Wait, what? I think I'm supposed to do something with this, but I am... Oh, I missed it. No, throw one out, throw one out. There you go, have it back.
He's vulnerable. Quick, shoot at him.
Fire everything! Oh.
So close. My life works so near culmination. It ain't worth scrap when it's built on deceit, Blakemore.
Got you. My barrel bomb. Boom. Off with his head. Shall make a fine addition to my collection. Top of my fireplace.
Blakemore. Ben, any development on the wormhole front?
We don't have fireplaces in space.
Affirmative. We're in business. I'm already in the air in the elite vessel and ready to open a wormhole to within the vicinity of the cruiser so we can head it off. Only problem being that I can open a passage for just 2 craft. Mine and yours, I suppose. Nothing bigger. If we can't handle it, no one can. Come on, there's not a moment to lose.
Ooh, is this gonna port us to the last remaining system? I hope so.
Where are
There
we?
may be black holes in this
Econ
area.
system. Pretty far out.
Singularities.
There's the comet.
Oh, that
SR.
looks
Protecting
very
that
cool.
sacred rock is what this was all about. I'm getting a reading on the cruiser. Our transit worked. It's dead ahead.
Oh,
I'm registering several more objects ahead of it, moving at high velocity. Damn it, mining torpedoes.
That's cool.
It's already fired them off. There's no way we'll catch those torpedoes. We'll need to board the craft to abort them. Any chance of reasoning with this guy? You should know him better than anyone else. I suppose I should try. Hey, I know you can hear me, so listen up. Blakemore is dead, but I guess you already know that. I know there's part of me in you. If I can care about the fate of the DMZ and its inhabitants, I know you can too. You have nothing to gain from blasting the comet. Nobody does. Oh, I hear you, but I don't care. The DMZ's future has been set. Come on, this is crazy. Just call off the torpedoes and you can still walk away. Oh, I'm to believe you. There's still a chance of redemption. Please. Ben, let's disable those thrusters. We have to slow down the cruiser so I can dock. Roger. He's trying to escape. We can't let him get away. Hive, can you overclock the engines again?
As you wish. Overclocking engines. Disabling devices.
we get full boost
Never imagined it would
power.
come down to this. Just us 2 Roslin clones remaining. Of course it had to. The cosmos is cruel. You're free from Blakemore now. There's no need to be so fatalistic. This is the only path remaining. The DMZ needs to change, and I'm going to be the one to alter the face of this cursed place.
I shoot your engines.
Man, that cruiser's shields are way too strong. My weapons hardly do any damage.
What do you mean? I've already
Just keep at
broken
it.
his shields.
Can't give up now. Ben, I think he's out of his senses. Not sure reasoning is gonna work.
Oh, ow!
Sounds more
Whoa,
than a
crap!
little derailed,
Damn,
all right.
son. He angry.
Took a massive hit from an asteroid. Shields are down. This is our chance. We're doing good. Keep at it. Thrusters down. Prepare for boarding. Okay, I'm going in.
I can't,
To reach the bridge to
destroy
avoid
it.
the torpedoes. Right behind you.
I mean, it's probably a good
You
route.
know he's gonna try to stop us. I'm counting on it.
It's kind of funny because, you know, he's like, man, can't put the shields down. It's like already like half dead.
He's barricaded himself in.
Didn't get these upgrades for nothing.
Cover me.
Okay, on 3, 2, 1. Damn it! Can't disengage the missiles. Needs his DNA scan.
You just use his... Oh, no, not again. Ben's been shot.
Ironic
We'll fix him once, we can fix him again.
You were the only one I showed mercy to.
Missiles will reach their target in 2 minutes.
What do you gain by destroying the comet now? I'd rather leave behind chaos than nothing. You chose the wrong side. I should never have given you the chance. You know, I saw something of myself in you. Now that just makes me laugh. Ben.
Missiles will reach their target in 1 minute.
Ooh, that was close.
Don't do this! Stop the missiles and we can both walk out of this alive! Oh, we're long past that. Life is short enough, haven't you learned? Or have you been spoiled with too many chances? This is our last ride. The end of the Roslyn line.
He clearly didn't watch the Puss in Boots movie. Otherwise he would have known. Even if you have but one life, you must live well.
Missiles aborted.
Damn you. Was it worth dying for? Saving a bunch of jerks who'll never even know. You tell me.
Oh. Through the cranium. Much painium. No time to explainium. Oh. My goodness, this is really laggy. This is the game, by the way, not me. Because it's happening for me, too. The many different variants of Adam Boston. Oh, bright light. It burns all. What does it mean, though? Oh, good old Delia.
How are you feeling?
A bit sore, but fine. What's this doing here? Some token of the Commissioner's appreciation.
She was quite happy with how things turned out.
Tell me she's been good on her word.
Oh yes, like a fairy godmother. The fleet won't touch us now, and the borders are open. We can go or stay. Our lives are ours again.
You know, for someone who's experienced death I don't know how many times, I really thought that was the end of the line.
Yes, about that, Adam. There is something you should know.
There's more of you out
Say it.
You took several hits to most of your vital parts.
Ow.
We had to use donor organs to keep you alive. It was very fortunate that there was a matching donor nearby.
Oh.
Otherwise, your body may have rejected the new parts.
I see.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Adam?
Yes, we salvaged parts from the guy, Evil Adam, who we killed.
Can't say I failed to see the irony.
Ben killed him. We didn't kill him.
Suppose I should be thankful to be one again.
If I said that, would be kill stealing. That's just bad manners. It's one of those moments where you're like, in the end, friendship prevailed over war. There can be only one. Wow, look at that. We did it. We finished the game. it is not even been 2 hours. And I wasted like a whole hour just trying to find Brito Mind. Where's our community manager? Our bro. Eric Schrader. I think he might have been at the top because, you know, if they're doing it by... Oh wait, here we go. Leadership, Marketing, Communications. Here he is, Community Ambassador Eric Schrader. And that dude we saw at one time, Gary Dobson. You probably don't know what the heck I'm talking about. It's from like their developer streams. I followed along on a bunch of them. But I didn't want to spoil too much of the story stuff, so I kind of eased off on watching too much. Especially after a certain point. So I kind of wanted to discover, okay, we saw the most important one. We'll scroll faster. Wow, look at all this. Many people, voice directions, outsourcing partners. Oh my goodness, localization, additional 3D RPR agencies, software and hardware partners. Oh, special thanks. Loving memory, Jorg, Tomaszkiewski. I hope I said your name right. I'm sorry if I did. Who I'm assuming, unfortunately, passed. Top test pilots. Oh my goodness. Are these all the supporters? Am I in here? I doubt it. I will scroll just to have a look. Wait, would I be doxing myself if I was in here? No, they wouldn't know because I only bought like the early access. They wouldn't have my details. Or maybe they somehow did. We'll find out. I'll just keep scrolling until I hit S. Where's the S? S. I think they're all just real people names, so might not even see my gamer tag. Oh, here we go. S. S-O. It's S-E. S-H-A. S-I. S-O. S-O-N? No, nothing. I would have been like around there somewhere if I was, but I don't see it. That's okay. Whee!
Back in the pilot's seat again.
You sure it's not too soon?
Speak for yourself. You got more holes in you than I did.
Yeah, but my only remaining vitals are up top. So what now?
I suppose there's always new horizons to explore. And with Shaw in charge of G&B, they won't be a problem. At least for now.
You can't rest on your laurels
just
even
got back.
for a moment, huh?
Welcome back.
I got something to protect. And I have my doubts there'll be nothing left to do.
You just finished.
The DMZ is always
unbelievable.
Full of surprises.
You could say that again.
It was a pretty wild ride.
I have news. I have been studying the ancient rifts. Eduardo and I have found a way to calibrate them.
Ooh, here we go.
will make it more stable.
It's
Maybe
the
I
end
can
game.
still find a way home.
To, Ulang?
Yes, Kliko. To Ulang Thradorka.
We believe the rifts can be stabilized by fine-tuning what the concentrated ancient energy remains gathered from the ancient controlled vessels.
I think I've come across a few of those. I name them Tears of the Mad because,
not even 2 hours, yeah.
If you
I gotta
use
say,
them with
I'm very surprised,
we
like,
will have more control
how quick
over
that
the
last
ancient
mission
rifts.
was. It made it sound like it was going to be like a bit of a long haul.
We'll be able to create rifts that better conform to our rules.
Well, it's worth trying out.
And
By
that
the way,
first hour
Dova,
wasn't
I should
even
compliment you on your language skills.
story related.
Eduardo was a good teacher, Clico.
Well, maybe you can tell us more about your homeworlds when you get the chance.
Because I was,
I would be very glad,
running around
yes.
looking for Britomite. Nightmare difficulty. All enemies are supercharged in offensive and defensive capabilities. Tough enemies have a small chance to drop legendary equipment anywhere in the DMC. Nice. Restock their supplies. I can't sell any of this. This is my storage. Equip that. It's for more armor. I'm gonna store these 3. The rest I will sell. This one I can dismantle. Oh, wait, is this the... It's really good. Wait, no, not that one. This is the good one. Yeah, there you go. I can equip that one. 5-pound resistance. Alright. Off we go. Now we're going to test this out. Oh boy, let's see how fast we get Rick.
I'm at the bypass and would be willing to try out that stabilization method you talked about.
Good, Clico. This is a test phase. Eduardo will explain the technical
Have I ever seen a bad animated movie?
Hello, Adam. I am running simulations through your craft to the spatial bypass. Only the concentrated ancient energy. What did you call it?
It's hard to remember the name.
Tears of the Mad. Because, you know, those guys were driven mad.
Yes, indeed.
But there was one about...
They need to be added to the relay channel.
Okay. Manually, I suppose.
Wolf.
With the concentrated
who got turned into a sheep or a ram or something.
Dramatically. But to what extent?
And he ended up having to live with the sheep
I'm used to it by this stage.
that he was hunting or something.
Did I mention
But he was like a pacifist anyway, so he kind of didn't mind it that much.
Being part of another dangerous experiment.
But he had like a wolf girl who he was interested in or something, and so he was trying to turn back into a wolf for her or something, and blah blah blah. It was weird. It was very anthropomorphic as well, so it had like very odd character designs with it, so yeah. And of course there's been a lot of other ones as well that I've watched. Okay, I might get like burned a bit by saying this, but I did not like the latest Pinocchio rendition. Visually and how it was all like stop motion, good, it was great, but story wise it was pretty dull, I felt. There were bits and pieces here and there that were like kind of good, but it was pretty forgettable for the most part. Even though I've seen some people say, oh, I loved it, it was so amazing, it was great. It like diverted so much from like how Disney sort of did their original Pinocchio movie that I was just kind of like, you know, I'd rather just go watch the original. Even though I'm pretty sure that, you know, Pinocchio was like a book or something, and then Disney decided to make a movie out of the book, and then they made their own changes, yada yada. Because that's always the case, you know. What movie am I talking about? I'm talking about the Pinocchio movie, the newer rendition of it. That was one that I felt was kind of like average. Kind of teetering on bad, for me at least. Yeah. The story was like its weakest point. The visuals and like the animation were very good. It was really good. But aside from that, it was like kind of bland. Anyhow, what is this? Lunacy. There's a high chance we'll go into guaranteed. Yeah, it's a stop motion. Tear? What does tears? Oh wait. So we can go like low, 150, and then we can add tears and mat to make sure we get a legendary. It still says 350 to 1. What? Stuff. We'll go into guarantee. I don't know what this means. What does it mean? Remove tears, add tears. Use tears to reduce the chance of 100, but hey? This really is not that well explained. No, we'll start on a weaker one, and I'll just add tears. If it's away, it's 2 cares.
There it is. And here we go again.
Oh no, it's the black hole coming. Oh no, base dead. Oh. Alien tentacles. Here we go. To the dark unknown of space. Goodness, I didn't mean to teleport. Wait, what? It's I can't shield drone in here even? What the heck? Hey, let's teleport anyway, I can't kill you. That's kind of cool though. So that's how we can do the in-game stuff if you really want to. We could also, I think, Change difficulty, pause menu, settings, game, difficulty. So now I can go nightmare difficulty. It's like, was it hard enough? Oh boy. Let's see, gosh, still need to make those tachyon ornaments. But I think, might leave it at that. Finally managed to finish the game. I'm quite happy with that. Now the rest of it's just kind of flying around and having a look-see. Still have to figure out how to get over to this area at some point. So maybe if I figure that out, I could do a little bit more. So we can get to this one. How do we get to this one? What does it do? I mean, not what does it do, what is in it? I really hope it's like a super dangerous zone where it's just, you get wrecked. Maybe I have to complete that ancient rift in order to get in there. Does that would make sense? Or do, you know what, we'll try it again. Tears of the Mad. Why not? Here we go again. Let's do the time again. That wormhole thing does look cool. Very nice. You know, there's an easy way to make like a kind of interesting wormhole. I've got to just talk about this briefly. So what you do is, if you're using any sort of 3D program, I'm pretty sure you've got like a basic shape thing where you can choose like a sphere, cube, whatever, triangle, pyramid, and a torus. That's how you make a pretty decent wormhole. Just make a torus. Then slap like some interesting texture on it, and then move the texture in any of the coordinates. You may have to fiddle with the texture though to make sure it's seamless in the torus, but you can like then layer multiple textures in that torus to get like sort of varying looking effects and whatnot, and then you just put a light that follows the camera to light up like the area that the camera's sitting in, so you can kind of see it visually, and that's all you need, just a single light camera on like a curve that you can just animate going from point A to point B, and you just rotate the camera or the torus. You could rotate the torus too. That also works if you're working like in a game environment where you don't want to rotate the camera for reasons or something. So you just rotate the torus object and you get a decent looking like wormhole thing. Really cheap. I actually have done that a few times myself. I made like a decent looking one. Maybe something I might use at some point. I don't know. Because I might make a new one. Make a better one. Oh my goodness, what's this thing's exploding? last thing that they do. And they're constant teleporting. Their drones are pretty nasty as well. Oh, mine's exactly what we don't want to run into. That's lucky. My missiles have that passive effect that disables shields for 2 seconds upon hitting, but it's like a 1% chance. I just saw his shield immediately go boop. I get the blue spheres. Oh, we did it. Now what? Wait. Every time an enemy is destroyed, all other enemies present repair by 20% of the maximum hit points. Enemy type names are hidden. We don't care about enemy type names, who cares? Boy, we'll go this one. That is a pretty sick transitional effect though, I like that one. I was thinking of making a transitional effect for when I go between screens. I kind of already made one. Like I made a door. I was gonna try and make like a the Doom sort of Doom 2 door sound effect and use it. But I was like, I don't know if I can use that one. I'm pretty sure it's pretty weird to use the sound effect. sounds more interesting. Least dangerous, not more interesting. How many rifts do you have to go through? We're at 3, 4. Everything, man. Oh. These dudes. They're honestly what keeping me alive, even though I just flew right through the corrosion. Oh, nice. I'm getting a lot of sheep shutdowns from those missiles. It's very lucky. Gotta get that shield. Oh, yeah, oh, it's a big boy. Energy orbs really do kind of save your bacon in this game, this mode. Only one portal. Oh, I see. So it stacks the effects of each portal as well. So that would have been nasty if I chose that one that gives them like speed, health, and armor for every enemy killed in the area. Ew. You'd be constantly trying to juggle which one has the highest amount of stacks to try and kill them first too. Because otherwise they'll just kill you. I better still give my stuff. Ooh! It spat them all out with me. Delicious. Racer. Oh my. RGB. Developer's funny. Oh, this is perfect. Give me that one. Ultimate speed. Lots of boost. Gives us firepower and precision. 30% output at stop though. What? Only an idiot stops. It's the most useless passive. Only, actually, no, that's not completely useless. That would be good on like a scout where you can just sit somewhere and just snipe from long range. Oh, we could like upgrade. That was actually better than our superior one. We've got this RG beam, so how does this work? Sequentially alternates between 3 states when firing. Red increases kinetic damage by 40%, green increases critical hit damage by 160%, and blue increases energy damage by 40%. After 6 seconds of constant fire, the beam engages RGB mode, applying all 3 bonuses at the same time, but it becomes harder to control. So it's a lunatic gun. You know what? We'll put that there. Because our additional bonuses and whatnot, they do work from on hits most of the time. Red. Okay. I should probably let it charge before I start shooting. Okay, now we'll try red, green, blue. Oh my! I'm not doing this. I'm just holding the button down. Look at it go. That's fun. I like it. I like it, but I don't like it. It's a good combination, I'd say. Cool, let's park our ship, and I think I'll end it there. Alright, that was good fun. I'm glad we finished it. So my Dead Space, Everspace addiction is finally over. I'm probably still going to play the game. So I guess my addiction is not really over. It's never truly over. But we've met the end of the line. Oh, Mume is live right now. It might be a fish stream since this title says 1 fish, 2 fish, normal fish. Oh, it might be Dredge. You might be playing some Dredge too. Maybe Fauna convinced her to play it. Good on her. But yeah, I think I'll end it there. Very short stream today as well. I was expecting to spend like 4 hours, honestly, doing a lot of stuff. Maybe I should have just like farmed a lot before I did that final section, but that's okay. You know what that means? That means we can shelf Everspace, at least on stream, and then finish Horizon. Alrighty, thank you very much for hanging about. I had a lot of fun. It was nice to converse every now and again. Because you know, I kind of go off on my own little tangent every now and again. Alright, may you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you next time for some Horizon. Bye bye.